my God.
Just like I own the place.
When they come up to get on to you about doing it, order some food from them.
Sir, what are you doing? Oh, I'm glad you're here. I am super glad you're here. I'll have a Bloody Mary, please.
Yeah.
And could you get me an extra towel?
Yeah. And then whatever they say to you, just act like they're talking like into your conversation. Just keep telling them stuff.
It's just like a little nipply out.
That would be awesome. Oh my God. I wonder if we'd get arrested for doing it.
Probably not, because then, and we could be like, we're recording this. This is for Titty and Shiner Show. Oh God. That's right. You guys, your guys' show's hilarious, man. Can I get your autograph? That's how they go.
Just like that.
Like, oh, do you have a pen? Well, no. Well, how the hell am I supposed to back to blue if you don't carry a pen? Good God.
Oh, my Lord. That would be so funny to see you do that, dude.
I'm just wanting to do something crazy. I have that need to go do something stupid.
Like what kind of stupid? Like that kind of stupid, or like
any
me
kind
shoot you with a taser?
Hold
Stupid.
my beer moment kind of thing.
Oh man, I'm down for this. I like when you get in these moods.
Last time I was in a mood like this, Zach and I were going to go at each other with cattle prod. Naked in the snow.
In the snow, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
I wish we could have made that happen. That'd have been a hell of a cat fight.
I know, but then we all divorced. And it was messy for a little bit, so.
Oh, man. I don't know. I got nothing after that. Just, oh, man.
Wow.
I had something, but
welcome to my world.
I just don't really want to pound politics tonight at all. Like,
welcome to my world. All right, well let's go look up some news. How about we go to Fox News? How about that?
I don't really want to pound politics, and you're like, let's go to Fox News.
No, because there's going to be an article about Mackle Titties, and we can go pound her. So, thank you very much. I'll be here all night.
Well, you talk about Yellowstone. I got turned on to Yellowstone recently.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg admitted to the hospital for treatment of a possible infection.
Yeah.
Well,
isn't she like 109?
Like 113.
Yeah, she is old as dirt, dude.
Like the slab of rock that she has to carry around that's her birth certificate.
What do you think about that? Like, Supreme Court justices are appointed for life. Mm-hmm. Well, then you get everybody's mental capacity diminishes as they get older.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that? Like, we got, like her. Or like Kavanaugh's not really that old, so when he gets to be 100, I mean, he's not going to be making decisions as great as when he's 65.
And he has the coolest first name.
Mr. Brett.
Mr. Brett. Yeah, I've always liked anyways.
I don't know. I think maybe that needs to be looked at, man. I don't know if I want those geezers making the utmost decisions for the country, man.
No, pilots, I think they can only fly to like 70, and then they got to have like waivers after that or whatever, something like that. They can't fly forever.
Well, see, I think that about your driver's license. I think once you hit a certain age.
Oh, I think
every 2 years you should have to take a driving test.
I mean like a driving test. You take a written and a driving test.
Yeah. Like, I mean, some old people have done some crazy things, man, behind the wheels. There's an old dude in Florida that ran over a bus stop full of people, and it was his second time to do that exact thing. That was the second bus stop of people he'd run over. He was like in his 80s.
Oh, man.
Why does he still have his driver's license after doing it once?
Well, if anybody died, now he's got a manslaughter case.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow! Yeah, no, we had to take away Grandpa's driving privileges, which sucked.
Oh man, that's like a huge source of them feeling independent.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about depression?
Yeah. Oh,
if
man.
you want to take an old man and just put him out to pasture to die,
Take his driver's license.
take his driver's license away from him.
Yeah.
Because then he
Yeah, I guess it's that feeling of independence being stripped from you. Well, it's a liberty. It's a liberty you have, and anytime you get one of your liberties taken from you, it's gonna, man. I mean, it's gonna offend the soul.
Well, and then when your mom blurts out, you're feeling just awful for your pawpaw, and your mom blurts out, "Well, you were on the planet before cars, didn't you ride a horse? You can ride a horse."
Dang.
He was my grandpa was bow-legged. He rode a horse for a long time.
Okay.
Long time.
Oh, I lived in the typical Colorado when I first moved there. It's a little town up in the mountains. And, I mean, it wasn't uncommon to go to the town bar on any night of the week, and there'd be one or two horses hitched up out in front of the bar. They rode their horses down there, and typical stories of guys riding horses home drunk and get DUIs on a horse. That sucks, man. Okay, think about this. Maybe I'm just this medicated. Okay, so you get on a horse, and you're drunk. You leave a bar, you ride the horse home, you get pulled over, bam, you got a DUI, right? Okay, now let's say for some really jacked up reason you have a really good buddy, and you're too drunk to walk home, so he gives you the piggyback ride and walks down the street with you to get you home. Cop rolls up on you. Is the drunk guy going to get a DUI?
No, because the other guy, if the other guy has control of the horse, I'd fight that in court. It's not the son of a bitch that's flaccid on the back of the horse that controls the horse. It's the bit and the reins that control the horse.
I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I mean, no, man. But yeah, it wasn't uncommon. You see horses. How did we get on that subject? Jesus.
Well, because we're just having fun and we're just talking a lot about nothing.
Donnie's going to listen to this and post and be like, these idiots.
Yeah, George Jones and his dadgum lawnmower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He drove it to the bar and back home.
that dude, man, I mean, some great music, but that's his legacy, is just being a drunk. Like, how sad is that? That's his legacy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean,
man, they got
people write lyrics and songs about it, like that's what everybody thinks about when you think about George Jones.
Now you got me thinking about Conway Twitty.
Is Conway Twitty still alive?
Oh, no, I saw his last performance.
Oh, we've talked about this. That's right. Yeah.
I saw a meme come across Facebook the other day, and it has 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got
I've seen that
Conway Twitty's hair around him. Conway Fitty.
Yeah, dude, Conway Twitty had some like when I think about a certain time in my life, I can remember like Conway Twitty songs playing on the radio when I was little.
Nice, Papa Top.
Papa Top.
So, what if you went to Union in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or what if you played baseball for Cleveland, or what if you played football in Washington? What the hell are you going to do now? Everybody wants to rename your shit, too.
I'm not real certain about this, man.
And 4 out of 5 Indians, Native Americans, 4 out of 5 Native Americans don't give a shit.
I have, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen like the Cherokee tribe or Choctaw. I haven't seen any of them come out addressing this where it's a problem.
It's not a problem.
I mean, to me, like the Union Redskins, Union's always one of the top teams in the 6A, whatever. What do they have now? 7A? I don't even know. They're always one of the top teams in the state. I would think that's kind of paying tribute to the Native Americans.
You got 6A1 and 6A.
But you know what I mean? Like, if that's your mascot, I would think they would view that as paying respect to them.
Well, white guilt. Here we go again. Why do you white people feel like you need to feel sorry for the rest of the world for shit you didn't do? The dumbest period shit. Period. Ever. Period.
Well, yeah, if the tribes aren't making, if the tribes don't have static about it, then why are
white guilt? White guilt. Brady Theater becomes Tulsa Theater. White guilt. Brady Avenue, which has been there for 100 years, gets changed to M.B. Brady Avenue, which is a photographer who never had anything to do with Tulsa. He's a photographer for the Civil War, and he never had anything to do with Tulsa. I guess they just found M.B. Brady. Okay, that'll work. We'll add 2 letters to it, and maybe they won't. Maybe we'll feel better about it. No, wasn't enough. So they had to call it reconciliation. White people, get off the guilt train. Please. You didn't enslave anybody. You didn't trap anybody. You didn't commit genocide. You didn't do anything.
So you have no reason to support an extremist group.
Like a bunch of dummies.
All these white people walking around with these BLM t-shirts on. I'm like, you guys just don't get it, do you?
I don't know. All I got to say is white people out there with all the guilt and all that mess, and you're walking around with the Black Lives Matter t-shirts and whatever you got on. I wish you could find a mirror. Because pathetic is what...
Well, I mean, it's, there's just so much going on with all that, man. I mean, you have these people supporting a cause that they really don't know anything about. I mean, let's not forget one of the head honchos of BLM back in 2016 got charged and convicted of prostituting underage girls. Like, everybody doesn't want to talk about that because everybody wants to support BLM because they're fighting for equality, which they're not. And they have you people believing that there's this systemic racism in the country, and that's just not true. Like, if you start looking up statistics, it'll show you that doesn't exist.
Even more, the racism is way, way, way larger coming at us than going away.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I want to switch subjects here and talk about some music stuff. Definite shout out to CJ McClellan again for mentioning us on Facebook, the video that we did for Grind, and we were happy to do it. But one thing I found out about CJ Saturday that I did not know about CJ until Saturday. My cousin works at the VA, and she's a department head. And we got on the subject, and CJ's name came up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, he's a great boss." I was like, "Boss, what do you mean?" And she's like, "Oh no, he's the big honcho at the VA in Muskogee." I was like, "Really? Yeah, why?" No, I never would have thought it. Never would have thought it in a million years. I mean,
that's interesting.
He's smart as hell. He's a brilliant individual, but I don't. I see the musician side. I guess everybody else sees the professional side. So
maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, shout out to CJ. Thank you for again for giving us a shout. We certainly appreciate it. I'm not wrapping up just yet, but while it's on my mind, make sure you guys hit us up on all the social medias, the Instagram, titty_and_shiner, T&S show. That's on the Twitter, and also on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Titty and Shiner Show. You can email us at tittyandshinershow@gmail.com. And I think that's it. You can also hit our website too. Tittyandshiner.com, outcastmediagroup.com. We also got the YouTube channels. Got to get those in there.
We're everywhere. We're just infected America.
We are. We have infected the planet. And all it's going to cost you is just bullets, Just a box 40 cals. Yeah. We'll take that in lieu of cash. Now? Yeah. We'll take that in lieu of cash.
In lieu of cash.
In lieu of cash, yeah.
Bartering, man.
Yeah. Box 40 cals. Keep it coming. You can never have enough ammunition. A wise woman once told me that.
My daddy taught me.
That was my mom's that said that. Can never have enough ammunition. Going into the last little bit of this before we get to last call, I was nominated on Facebook to do kind of a 10-day thing where it talked about...
Back up, what kind of thing?
This goes with the music thing. 10 days of